Hey, this is Onesto, and today I'm showing you 3 of my favorite ways to use Kickstart 2 from Cableguys. I hate wasting time, so let's start off with the most common way that you'll be using Kickstart 2, and that's getting some instant clean sidechain. Kickstart 2 is a big upgrade to Kickstart 1. One of my favorite upgrades is that they added this audio mode right here. Audio mode uses a sidechain signal to trigger Kickstart, so your kick, it can be at any rhythm and Kickstart 2 will detect it. To do this, all you have to do is select audio mode and then route a sidechain signal into Kickstart 2. I'm using Bitwig 2, so I have it set up so that the kick is going to be triggering the sidechain input. Once that's set up, play it, and you'll see this yellow waveform here. That yellow waveform represents the kick. So to get that ultra clean sidechain, you can take this curve and click and drag it. And you want to drag so that where the kick dumps in is where you can bring back in your bass or whatever sound you're using. So let me play this again. See how much cleaner that sounds versus this? Like that sidechain is so, like it's too much. It's just like way too much, too obvious. So let's make that cleaner. Yeah, that's a whole lot better like this. So in this example, I show you how to get a clean sidechain. Now I want to show you how to get a transparent sidechain with band split. There's a couple of ways to make your sidechain more transparent. The broad stroke way is by adjusting the mix knob here. If you want an intense sidechain, then go ahead and set it high. If you want it to be a bit more invisible, then set the mix down low. However, I want to get way more surgical, and Kickstart 2, they added this band feature down here. This allows you to set the frequency range where you want the frequencies to duck. So I'm gonna solo my pad here. Let me listen to it. Yeah, there's some frequencies in here in like the mid highs and the highs that I still want to come through. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click this little headphone icon that allows me to just hear the duck frequencies only. And I'm going to drag down this band to where it sounds like the pad is out of the way of the kick, but at the same time, we can still hear those frequencies that we want. Cool. So only those frequencies will be out of the way. Cool. I think that's good too. And I also want to drop the mix just by a little. 90, let's try that. Now let's bring back in the kick. Yeah, it sounds a lot more transparent. It sounds more musical. It's not so pumpy. And sometimes you want that heavy pump, but in this example, I don't. So let's bring everything back in and hear how it all sounds together. Super cool. Oh, and hey, if you're enjoying this video, then please consider supporting the channel by giving this video a like. Likes help the channel a whole lot, so thanks for doing that. So here's a more creative way to use Kickstart 2. Try placing it on a pad or some kind of sustained sound and switch the plugin to MIDI mode, and that'll give you a gate that's triggered by MIDI. So let me show you here. I have this loop here. Kickstart is not on at any point. So to this chords and vox chop layer, that's where I want the gate to happen. I mean, it's already kind of like bouncy and gatey, but I want to add even more gate to it. All right, so I put Kickstart 2 on the chords. I selected a shape that I liked, and I have this MIDI lane here being routed to Kickstart 2. So whenever I hit a key, it's going to reset Kickstart there. So let me just solo the chords and hear how it sounds. I'm just gonna messing around my MIDI keyboard here. You know, I'm gonna drop the mix a tiny bit so we can hear a tiny bit of it coming through. Yeah, I like the mix down a tiny bit, just to 90% there, so the original sound can still be like this foundation to the loop there, or else it sounds a little bit too empty. This is what I came up with after a bunch of failing and experimentation. Let's hear it in action. Watch me walk away. I'm taking everything you want. Watch me walk away. I'm taking everything you want. All right, those are 3 of my favorite ways to use Kickstart 2 from Cableguys. If you're enjoying what you're learning, please like and subscribe. It'll help other music makers find this channel. Thanks so much for watching. Later.